Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We have been talking about when to exit a relationship, and now we're ready to introduce our guest. And his name is Dave, and you can find him at Dave Life TV on Instagram. Here we go, Dave Life
TV in the building.
Welcome, honey.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yes.
A little bit about me. Dave Life TV. I started my Instagram 4 years ago in December.
Okay.
I started my podcast about 2 years ago in March, and it's called Dave Life After Dark. I talk about sex and relationships. I also talk about current events like the Shanquella Robinson stuff that's been happening. Rest in peace, Shanquella.
Oh, Jesus to our family. Prayer.
I now have. I brought y'all some gifts because I have a lip care line called Daddy Dave's Luscious Lip Care.
He's bearing gifts. We like gifts.
Okay,
We like gifts. Put a pin in that.
Put a pin in that
real quick because we do need to expand on the gift giving. First
Amen.
of all, thank you,
Thank
Dave.
you. Yes.
We like presents.
Love gifts, Dave.
Can we open them?
Can we open it?
You can open them, and I also have like a impromptu something I want to hand y'all from
Okay,
over
so
here.
you do what you got to do, and we gonna do what we got to do.
Y'all do what y'all gotta do. Go ahead.
Exciting.
We love us.
Don't be mad because we getting gifts.
Yes.
What we got?
Let's see.
Daddy Dave.
Daddy Dave.
That's hilarious that he has
Yes.
it.
Nice.
Marcy, which one is that?
Is it
Cocoa butter cashmere?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, let me tell you something. That's the one.
What is it?
Now, these are body scrubs. That's sugar body scrubs.
Oh.
Okay, and if look down in the box, you should have a tube of
Yes.
Daddy Dave's Luscious Lip Care. That
Yes.
is the lip balm. What do you have,
love
Nino?
lip
I have lip balm and I have
Okay.
wet watermelon, something
Okay.
like me.
So Nino has wet
She
watermelon.
did say she was the
All
one.
right.
Yes.
The extra juicy lip balm.
And I got
Nino
Palo
has-
San patchouli.
Okay.
I love patchouli.
That
Thank
is
you,
a sugar
Dave.
scrub. What you got,
Oh, let me
Shereen?
smell it.
I have mango and cream. By
That's a dope
Ooh.
one too. And you have wet watermelon.
Wet.
Come on, wet.
Well, these wet girls is killing me, honey, but that's okay because I'm sweeter
Smells
than a
good.
peach.
I love
got
patchouli, by
You
the
got
way. Thank
pop-
you.
pretty poppin'
baby.
peach. Now guess what? I gotta give you the story behind that. My show is about relationships and sex, right?
Yes.
The first version of that was pussy poppin' peach.
What?
But I changed it. I said I got
I'm
people
so
with
glad you
daughters,
changed that,
so I
even
changed it
though
to
it's
pretty
true.
poppin'
I
peach.
love it.
And then I believe you have
Lavender,
BCA.
honey. And this
You got
is
lavender
so
vanilla.
Lavender
Dope.
vanilla. This is amazing. I
Okay.
love
Oh, and
Thank
by
you
the
so
by the
much.
way, hold on, ladies. Hold on. By the way,
One more thing.
By the way,
It's Christmas at Sass in the City.
who wears a medium? Who wears a medium?
I have
Got a
the
medium.
Oh, how cute.
cocoa butter cashmere.
Okay, now
Another,
Daddy.
another medium.
Yeah.
You want a medium?
This one is a large.
I need large from the Choctaw.
Okay,
got
and then a medium, and then a medium. All right, so
large.
right here.
Just swipe.
no, the mediums are the larges, and the larges are extra large.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a large
Wait
that I
a minute.
have.
You good. So
Okay.
if you wear a medium, pick the large.
Okay,
If you
okay.
wear a large, pick the extra large.
Nice. Thank you, Daddy Dave.
I think you want to. Yeah, switch. There you go.
Now, Dave, this say Daddy Dave with some lips. Now, my boyfriend ain't gonna get mad because I got Daddy Dave strapped across my chest. Now, is
he might, but I gotta explain something
My
to all,
God,
to all
to
the
thee.
men out here, okay?
Okay.
Listen, gentlemen, this is my brand. This is Daddy Dave's Luscious Lip Care. This hoodie here shows the logo, right, of the lip balm. Daddy Dave's Luscious Lip Care.
Okay.
Well, how ironic are you
Dave.
with your luscious
Now,
lips? Because that's what we got
Daddy
too.
Dave.
For the men that may get upset, just look at it like Big Daddy Kane. It's just
Just the name.
a stage name.
Shout out to
Daddy
Big
Dave,
Daddy
Dave
Kane.
Light. It's just a stage name. I ain't they daddy.
That's your brand.
Y'all they
No,
daddy.
but you know what?
Y'all they
You
daddy.
slick though, because you want all the women to call you daddy. Is
Ooh,
what
you want
it
me to
is,
give you the
sir.
real? You want me to give you the real story?
Yes.
All right, look.
Yes.
You want to?
I got to give you the real story
Thank
real
you.
quick.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Absolutely,
Thank you
ladies.
so much.
Thank you.
So I got to
Appreciate
give you the real story.
Let's
Kenya.
dive right in. 'Cause
Kenya, I was on a dating show, a popular one on Instagram,
Okay.
and I gave my preferences.
Got it.
And I'm divorced. I don't have any children. I did have foster kids, and I still want my own kids. And Nino's heard the story a bunch of times. My preference is I want a woman between the ages of 27 and 38. And at the time, I was 47. I just turned 49.
So wait a minute.
Yes.
You dated down 20 years?
I am. I want babies.
You want babies.
So what? This is why you're here. Let's.
Hot topic.
Now I'm just
No,
giving you the
I wasn't
background.
laughing at you.
So okay, this is the background.
That's a big gap, Dave.
You want babies.
Don't
I
men,
get
don't men
that,
like
but
gaps?
Dave.
I set myself
No,
up
I
for
feel
that
you.
one, but let me ask you.
But I want to say this. Don't forget the 38. That's only 10 years. That's the top
So
of the range.
40 is just out of the limit.
Well, I
Like,
mean, look, I'm not
40-year-old
gonna
women
say
still have
no.
babies.
Listen, I'm 49. I'm not gonna say never, right? But the thing
Okay.
is, I do want my own children, and I actually would like 2 to 4. When I was younger, I wanted 10 kids because my grandma got 12. So I want a bunch.
big family.
So if I meet a woman that's 40 and I court her and I marry her at 42, baby, you gonna give me 4, 5, 6 kids?
Right.
You can. I'm not saying it's not possible,
Right.
but
You're
being
gonna
that me
need
and my
2
ex-wife,
wives.
we
What
went
is
through
she gonna
infertility.
have left after that?
Right. 2 wives is what you're gonna need, Dave.
Marcy said 2
You know,
wives.
that's a conversation, Marcy.
You may need 3.
Listen to this.
I don't know
Let
about
me
that
tell you
poetry,
something.
Nino.
You gonna
need- we got someone.
That
is how you end
a
up.
topic in the making. Wait for it.
With
Because
special
Oh,
it-
yeah.
guests.
listen,
Next.
somebody got to
These
be
men
all
with
for it.
extra wives and things. I ain't mentioning no names.
And Dave is not
get
opposed
all
to
I'm
it.
saying
He's
is-
not saying that it's a no go.
It's a topic in the-
But I'm
it's a
traditional
straight-
and I'm monogamous.
okay. So
You know what
it's a
I'm
no go.
saying?
But
I
you
like-
want to talk about it.
We can talk about it.
You
But
would take it into consideration.
oh man,
But
for
wait,
wives,
Yes.
I don't
Our
know.
emotional hormonal
I
ass.
want one
Oh,
wife. I
okay.
can't
Okay.
handle more than one wife.
Okay,
give me
that-
one wife.
okay, that's
No,
fine.
give me one wife. I don't
All
need
right,
3
we'll
wives.
stick to
Thank
that
you.
because
So
you almost
you're
jumped
gonna
over into
marry
poly life.
You're gonna be a
young
tired man.
20-year-old.
Well, I want to get the range right. 27 to 38. So she could be 38. She could be 27.
Got it.
I ain't messing with no 20-year-old. I ain't messing with no 25-year-old.
Got it.
Like she has to be mature enough.
Right.
She has to have some experience. We have, and it's not just her age. Like somebody said to me, Dave, if your soulmate was 40, and you're like, this is it. She's just 40, or maybe she has a child at 40. Are you gonna go pick the 33-year-old because she's young and fertile with no kids? I'm like, no, I'm gonna pick my soulmate. I want the person that's right for me. And I'm giving God my preferences, but it's not a requirement. I'm just telling him what I want. And he'll give me the desires of my heart. So I'm like, okay, Lord, that's what I did in my first marriage. Lord, this is what I want, but nonetheless, what you want. And when she showed up, y'all, I had a list of 10 things I wanted. And on our first date, something occurred to me. I started asking her questions. She checked off all 10 things. That's why I married her, because I feel like God sent her. So
For that
What-
time period.
I
Yes,
just
for the
gonna
time
say
period.
that must have been for a period because obviously we are single now.
Yeah.
A lesson.
So if she checked that box, did your choices or your desires change, and she's no longer meeting the?
No. That's a great question.
requirements?
So she filed. I didn't. So if it was up to me, back when we divorced 14 years ago, I probably would have still stayed together.
Oh, so she
Now I
wanted out.
can't say that we would have made it because we argued a lot. And I
hate
just want to
that.
make it clear. Shout out to my ex. She's remarried.
You better do it all right.
Hey, shout out to my ex. She's remarried, and I always say on my show, I'm not talking negative. I'm just telling my experience.
Okay.
Her
Right.
her,
That's
her
fair.
opinion
very,
could be.
very good
That's
point.
fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Very
So
good point.
we argued a lot, and it felt like she wanted control, and it felt like I wasn't everything she was looking for. Like I feel like I accepted her issues, but she didn't accept mine.
So is it fair to
was
say
some of
she
that.
checked off all the boxes for the criteria you're looking for, but you didn't check off all the boxes for her?
Well, criteria for what you want, and then being able to handle what you have is 2 different things.
Right.
See, at the time when you're
about
a 26-year-old man and you're like, oh, I want someone 5, 8.5. I want someone whatever your things are.
Right.
They check them off, and that's wonderful. But you don't know nobody till you marry them.
Right.
You live with them and you learn a lot. But when you marry somebody, and this is what I used to tell people, marriage you can't get out. It's a covenant.
Yes, it is.
You have to break something to get out of
You have
marriage.
to break the covenant.
You have to break the contract, break the covenant. It's
Them
it's
deal
serious.
breakers. Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And 3 years in, she's like, I want a divorce, and I'm not happy, and blah blah blah. You don't want a wife, you want a fuck buddy. I said, I thought my wife.
was it?
Where did I miss that? All right, so
Here we
so
go, unevenly yoked.
different drives, things like that. She was a neat freak and OCD. I didn't clean as much. I knew how to clean, but I wasn't doing what she was doing. And this is what I always said to her.
Interesting.
I would say, hey, I don't want to clean up until I relax. Because I come home, watch Martin, eat a little food, relax. She was like, well, I can't relax until it's all clean. We were diametrically opposites on certain things. And our friends used to tell us,
Ain't that something?
y'all love each
Right?
other so much,
The character traits.
but y'all
is
just
different.
don't know how to make it work. You know what I'm saying? And now add to it infertility. You know, she had PCOS. So that was difficult. Now we're doing fertility treatments, and now her hormones are up and down and up
You
and
dealing
down.
with that mood.
You know what I'm talking about. So now we go from okay, she don't really want it, to you need to come home right now. I'm ovulating right now. I need it right now.
That kills me. when they
It's,
do
and, you know,
that.
it's just like, it was a lot.
lot.
But
Pressure.
it has to be done at that time.
And I did. I got none. I got none.
Remember, she checked all the boxes.
She
Right.
checked all the boxes.
Right. So, you know,
So he's running to the house.
right. So, okay, so the marriage
Mm.
ends. I come to LA, and we can talk about, you know, when you know it's over from a man's perspective, and I have a lot of experience from the whole marriage thing.
Yeah, no doubt.
I come to LA, you know, single, start doing my show, and get on the dating show for Kendra G. And I say, you know, I like this, that, and the third. And I say, you know, I like when a woman calls me daddy in bed.
Shout out Kendra G.
Shout out to Kendra G. I say, I like
Shout out to
natural
the
beauty.
women that call their man daddy in bed.
Now this is shout it out. So this is what I said. I said that, and then Kendra posted, Dave requires a woman, you must call him daddy. I said, no, that's not what I said. I said, I like it if she so chooses to use that pet name while we in the middle of the bedroom.
What about
You know what I mean?
Poppy?
Yeah. Hey now, all right now. Come on. I like that.
Hey, I
That's-
think that
that's daddy.
solidifies too.
So that's how the name Daddy Dave came up. Because the people on my show was like, oh, you like being called daddy? Now it's, hey daddy, hey Dave, hey Daddy Dave. So they made it a joke. They sent me like a spoof, and they were like, Daddy Dave's luscious lip care for butter smooth lips
Oh, my
as soft
Jesus,
as
they
pussy.
playing
My
games.
God.
Right.
No.
And they sent me this stuff, and I said, hold on, this is some good stuff.
Right.
So I called the lady that makes it, and I said, hey, do you wholesale this? She said, I do. And I said, I want to rebrand it.
Okay.
So I rebranded it. I changed the logo, and I sold out. The women love it. So Daddy Dave's Luscious Lip Care, when we joke about, oh, they going to all be calling you daddy,
I mean, well,
Daddy, we wearing daddy.
Right, let's go
it
back.
worked out. It worked out. That was a long story.
Let's reel in.
Yeah.
For the gifts too, by the way.
Yes,
We
appreciate
dive
it.
in. I
Thank
really,
you,
really
thank
do
you.
love it. I want to find out really in terms of male's perspective, because girls and I discussed relationships and exits and when that time would be for us. And we shared our views. I'd like for you to elaborate on yours.
When it's time to leave, when is enough enough?
Yeah.
When is it time, or what do you feel like if you've experienced it?
Yeah.
When you really feel like, man, it's time for me to break out.
Yeah.
I'm good now. Or not.
Yeah, that's a great question. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. One person pulls the trigger usually. Sometimes it's mutual, but usually one person says, I want out. Okay, so I'm going to take it from the perspective of
Yeah.
the man wants out.
Okay.
The woman don't want to leave, but the man does.
Okay.
Okay.
What I would say about that is a man knows it's over when she doesn't respect him. One of the biggest needs of a man is respect. And I'm not talking about fear. I'm talking about actual, you know what, I respect your position. I'm going to tell you like this. I may not agree with any of these presidents, but they still the president. So I'm going to say, you know what, that's the commander in chief. So I'm going to respect that role.
Right.
It's just like being in the military. You may not agree with your commanding officer. That's your commanding officer.
Correct.
The only time you really fall back is if they ask you to do some order that's immoral or illegal or it's going to, you know,
Come on,
you,
Dave,
you
speak that
tracking.
truth, sir.
So God's law governs you, but then you follow the law of the land up under that. So having said that, in a marriage, if the husband is the head of the household and he no longer feels like he's the head of the household, he doesn't have the authority, she doesn't respect his title or position as husband, right? Maybe he doesn't own up to it. Maybe he doesn't deserve it because he ain't acting right.
But how? What is the thing that makes you realize, oh, she's not respecting me? What is it? Something? What is that something?
Oh,
Feel
man.
What is that? What is that she does? And you like, this lady don't respect me.
It starts with an E. And another word for it starts with a C. Emasculation or castration.
I cut them balls
Do
right
not
on
cut my
off.
balls off.
And you cut
And-
your
and
balls
do- and
off,
do
meaning
not-
That's
No,
an
say-
she's
Amen
doing the
to
things
that. Ooh,
for
that's an
herself
amen.
that you should be doing or you want to do for her. Like, what does that really mean?
No. It's an attitude. All right.
Explain.
Okay, I'm gonna explain.
Break it down. And you know what? Let me ask you, and I don't want to be personal, but I want to see your eyes while you talking to us about
Okay.
this.
All right.
Thank you.
And
that
don't be
work?
crying over here.
I
We
just
got
need-
you. We
I
got
want to
you.
get it all
Dave,
in,
my
Dave.
shoulder's right here if
And
you
then
need to
you
cry.
know you haven't had.
You got
haven't had
shoulders to
some
cry
days
on out
anyway.
here.
Okay,
And
mommy.
these
Stop.
Yeah,
Sass-
Don't
let
be
us
calling me
see
Poppy
all
over
of
there.
you.
Right. Stop.
You be
All
careful.
right.
All right.
Right. Thank you. Y'all done made me forget the question. I ain't forget the
No,
question.
what
question
does it
is-
well, no, she's
Yes,
not.
I remember.
What
now.
does that
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
to-
Emasculation and
Yeah.
castration? The way it looks like, the way it manifests for a man is, it's a position. It's not an action per se, right?
attitude.
Of course, if you walk him up, slap him in the face, what you doing? You know, of course. But I'm
That's
talking about it's a position. So think about this. Submission is a position. I tell women, you have to have the position of submission. That means you gotta walk in and say, you know what, that's my man, or you know what, that's my leader, or whatever. Let's keep it military. You know what, yes sir, yes ma'am, that's my commanding officer. Period. When you are a good soldier or a good follower, you become a good leader. When you're a good follower, you have a position. It's an attitude. You're like, you know what, I want to work with this team. Yes, I'm here to support. If you don't have that position of submission, it doesn't mean that you're emasculating him, but emasculation is when you flip it. I'm in the head. No, you're going to submit to me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I remember we had an argument one time, and she said, you need to help me. I cook for 2 people. I clean for 2 people.
Okay.
I'm having sex with you. I'm ironing and blah, blah, blah. And she was
wouldn't
like,
have been able to handle
and she
them
said
children.
this, and your life hasn't changed at all.
Holy
You just
moly.
go to work, go to church, come home, nothing changed. I said, well, what you need me to do? I need you to help me. Why ain't you doing this? Why ain't you doing that? And I said, okay, first of all, I didn't ask you to do none of that. I know how to cook, clean, wash clothes. My mom taught me right. I didn't come here saying you're going to.
Because it
Number
ain't going
one.
to do itself.
It's not, but at the same time, it's like we're doing this together.
Right.
All right, and it was the position. Remember, it's the attitude I'm
Yeah,
addressing.
okay,
not
I got
the
that.
words per se. And I said, second of all, if you had a house and a car and all these things before you met me, what you need me for? Going back to your life, going back to your starter house, and all this stuff that we built together, we can get rid of all of this, because clearly you don't need me.
And see, that's what
We
we
talked
touched
about.
on.
It's the attitude.
We talked
but
about
the need
that.
for men, we really get disconnected, and we don't know as women how to communicate in a way of showing that we need our men. And because you just calculated everything she's covering, you just felt you didn't need it, which makes what? A man look elsewhere
Right.
sometimes.
Which
because they
emasculates
don't
him.
feel-
Right.
Takes away his
And
manhood.
not that we need you to do those things, because
Right.
we can very well do it ourselves. But I guess it's the need. A man needs to feel like he's wanted or
It's
needed.
wanted and needed.
Appreciated,
Appreciated.
wanted,
Yeah.
and also looked at like he could fulfill it.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna call my baby because I know my baby got this, and I'm like,
Right.
babe, you know what? I need you because own it, mama.
You know what? And
You
that's
know,
that's
I
a
get
very
that
good
is.
point,
I
ladies.
get
The
that.
word need, right? When I say you don't need me, it's not like I want her destitute and
Right.
she's just requiring me to live.
can't do anything
She can't
for
do anything.
herself.
She doesn't have a degree. She just can't do it.
Right.
No, that's not what I'm
It's not
saying.
that.
My ex-wife made more money than me at one point. Then my degree kicked in, and I made
that's
more than her.
okay.
We built a life together. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Everything that we had, our lifestyle, $500,000 house in Chicago, which was big in Chicago. In LA, that's a shack. In
Right.
Chicago,
But we
Now.
understand the difference.
but you understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
we
We built it
do.
together. And all I was saying was, this is what I was really paraphrasing. Don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I said to her. I said, yo, if you didn't want me, then why'd you take my last name? You took my last name. Think about it. I asked you, will you marry me? I got on one knee. I said, will you marry me? I put myself in a position of submission, and you said, yes, I'm going to take your last name. I'm going to get under you. I'm going to let you cover me. So now you don't want me covering you? Now you're disrespecting the covering that I do provide? Why am I here? Because you don't need me. That's
Now-
what I'm saying.
But see that part.
Right?
What do you think flipped, or where do you think the disconnect between you and her? Because you seem like an alpha male to me.
I
You
am now,
seem
but back
like-
then I was a little less.
Oh
and I
Lord,
can
he was the
explain that.
simp.
And you
Now
know
we
what?
talked
It
about
was-
this
Look at you.
word.
Here you go.
We was a little simp. Let me find out.
Here you
You
go.
know what? I like that you're so honest that
Right.
you can even admit
Yeah.
to not being as dominant.
Yeah.
If you can explain what
Yeah,
that
yeah.
personality is.
I can.
But before you do, just before you get past
Yeah.
to the next question, double back.
Okay.
You said even if a man is not doing what he's supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
you were going to say what? Women are still supposed to
Submit.
submit. be
Well, yeah, I know we get into dicey water, right? But what I was talking
I
about
just want
was
the honesty.
no, I'm with you. What I was talking about was what is a deal breaker, and I said emasculating a man.
Okay,
Right.
right.
And then I said, even if he ain't doing right, right? See, if he's not doing right, if we go to the word, if you are married to a non-believer and you're a believer,
Unequally yoked.
the word says if they want to stay, let them. That's what the word says. If the unbelieving person loves you and wants to stay, it says let them, because it says your sanctified life might cover them and change them. People have come to God because they spouse loved them the right way. So here's what I'm saying about a man that ain't doing right. All right, you marry him, he ain't doing right. He's got good qualities, but he ain't doing right. It's like if you're okay being with him. Like there's no abuse. There's no, financial destitution. He ain't cheating. Like if everything's
just
good,
blah.
And he's not lazy.
right.
where's
Everything's
the
good, but he's not stepping up to being the man of the household.
He don't want more or better.
He don't want more.
He's
He may not know
complacent.
how. Or he,
No,
he
no,
may
that
not know
part.
how. He may not know
He's
how.
complacent.
That not know how is a big point because sometimes people just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and let's
they want me
be
to
for
do
real,
it,
ladies.
and I
A
don't
lot
want
of
to.
times, our sisters are doing better than our men.
Yeah.
Financially,
Yes.
spiritually, emotionally,
Yes.
educationally.
I
You know what I'm saying? And don't take it as a dig, but sometimes women marry down. Don't marry down.
Ooh, now
Don't
that's big.
marry
We gotta put another
down.
pin in that
That's-
one right
put
there
it-
because I
Don't
have
marry
to
down.
elaborate when you say don't marry
Exactly.
down
Don't marry
because
down.
it goes again on, like you said, even when they don't do right.
Yeah.
Because those married to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
If you don't do right to me, you're not giving me what I need. You're maybe not might be on my level, but there's something about you while I'm still in there.
Yeah.
To me, that may even still look like marrying down or dating down
It could
because
be.
this person is not where you are,
Yeah.
but you see potential.
Now, if
in
you're
that.
if you're already, I'm gonna speak in marriage because marriage to me is a contract or a covenant. It's like it's a lock in. Dating, you can do what you want. I don't want to be with you no more. Cool, be out. That's dating. Marriage, no, we've agreed. All right? When you're married and your husband isn't stepping up to the plate, but he's still a good guy, and it's not like the red flags where you're like, I'm out, but you're like, I really need him to step up. Here's what you got to do. Number one, do not emasculate him. That's what I said about when a man leaves. Because if he knows you're Oprah and he's Stedman, you making the money, you the boss, you doing it, right? But he's trying his best, but he just never gonna be quite where you are. But y'all are married now. And y'all got kids. The worst thing you can do is say, you deadbeat, you boom, 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 boom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're tearing him down, that's castrating him. That's
Okay.
That's emasculating him.
And that's what I was saying. Like, what does that look like?
I said, that's why
That-
don't do that. Tearing him
yeah,
down with
yeah.
your words.
And I agree. I concur hardly because I feel like if I fell in love with you, my heart is being shared with you. Now, I'm not going to spit on you or, talk down to you if I'm making, because what I'm making and you're my husband, it's ours. I'm not tripping on that now.
Yeah.
And what we can build together, I'm going to find in you where you can soar and vice versa. We could come up with a plan. You may not know how to execute. Not everybody knows how to business plan. Not everybody knows how to move from one place to another. But if you chose him as a partner and the love is there, I can't see people just downing him, making him feel less than just for you to feel bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to build my baby. Yeah, we're going to rock
Right.
this
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
out. If I chose you
Right.
and you're with me,
That's a
Right.
big deal.
but
doing it.
you got to want to be there
Yeah.
with me. You got to show me that you really want to be there, and then we can do this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, and let me paraphrase. I'm not a Kevin Samuels disciple. I thought he was real harsh. You know what I'm saying? His delivery was harsh. But one thing I'm gonna say about him is that he was hard on men and women.
He was hard on himself.
He was. But,
don't
but,
agree with
but I
Kevin.
want to say
I'm
this.
not going to say
But
that.
I'm-
All right, Pete Kevin, I just don't agree with him.
I don't
You
have
say
no-
shout out, but I mean, you
Yeah.
shout out if you want to. But I don't know. I didn't understand.
I didn't like
I
his
understood.
tearing
You
down
wanna
of
be
I don't
like
degrade.
that,
I don't
I can't
degrade.
rock with.
I don't agree. I don't
his
agree.
approach. You would
Right. And I said that in the shop before. I don't agree with misogyny.
It
And I
was all
also,
there.
though, I don't agree with misandry, right? Misogyny is the
Okay.
hatred of women because they're women. Misandry is the hatred of men because they're men.
Come on.
There's some women out here that are mad at you because you have a dick.
And
They're
that's
mad at
too
you because
bad.
you have testosterone. They're mad at you because you're a man in a man's world. None of us chose our gender.
Sex.
Right.
That's right.
I mean, unless that's what you're doing. But
Correct.
none
Well,
of us chose the
letting
way
you
we
do
were
it
born.
now.
Born.
It's a thing.
You know what I'm
Born
saying?
in.
So it's like you said, Kenya, I don't have to tear women down to build men up. And likewise, ladies, you don't have to tear
Yes.
a man down in order to build yourself up. So okay, your man not doing good. Okay, great. The worst thing you could do is come in and say, you ain't nothing. I don't need you. You know
And
what?
it's those
When I-
little things
Yeah,
for
come on.
guys. Those words. That's
I
like a
think it just
dagger.
I just think it breaks them down.
Yeah,
Because-
it's not actual
because let me
action.
tell
It's
y'all.
words more so for a man.
It's let me tell y'all something, man. Women are our queens. I'm gonna say that again. The woman is the queen mother. A man, when he's young, he wants a mother. He wants nurturing. right? He needs that. Once he becomes mature and grown, now he needs a queen, an equal.
That's right.
Sometimes he needs a princess, a baby
Unless
girl.
he's stuck, because people get some
Unless he's stuck.
they get some emotional atrophy.
Right.
Because
they
he
get
hasn't
stuck at a
matured yet, right?
Because of trauma that possibly
Yes.
happened in a time in their life when they were a child. Something could have happened, and now they're stuck right there emotionally, mentally, and they can't move past it, and they don't even realize it. So now you're looking for a mama in your relationship, and that is not fair to your mate.
But they
Because
didn't have
you
a
need-
mama. Some men don't have mamas that was nurturing, bringing them.
Well,
up.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm a
getting deep.
divorced woman as well, but some men are not prepared to learn to know how to treat the queen
Right.
because of, as Shannon said, their past.
I have a question. You just said shout out, but you called us queens.
Yeah.
You shouted out to this man who
Very
degraded
misogynistic.
women,
Yeah,
talked down,
right.
called them fat, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
And I said
What
I didn't.
was
I
the
said I
shout
didn't
out?
agree with that.
I know, but what was the shout out?
Yeah.
The
but
shout
we
out was
interrupt
that he
that.
told us hard truth in the black community. He said, men, a woman ain't gonna be with you if you ain't got your life together. Get your wealth together. And this is before he popped off. If you look
Yeah.
at his old stuff, he was hard on men.
Okay.
Then he popped off by being hard on women, right?
And he felt that was more of a grabber. He got
Yeah,
more
I think that-
followers.
Yeah, and you
And
know
he
what?
really started looking
I'm
at
not gonna make
numbers
excuses
versus
for him
it being
because I
making
don't
sense.
know him, so I'm not gonna make excuses for him.
Yeah.
But y'all know in the podcast game, the
Yeah.
numbers start coming. And you're like,
course.
oh, that worked. I'll keep doing that.
Right.
All right. So that's
And
why
I really
that's
don't
why I
think
said
he was
I don't agree
sincere
with his
about It
tactic.
didn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know,
can't.
and that's why I say I don't want to. I'm not his disciple, so I'm not going. I'm not going to tote the flag.
That's
But
why
what I
we-
will say is, he gave hard truths about women, and he held women accountable. He also held men accountable, and he said, "Look, man, if you're not doing certain things, why does she want to be with you? Why? What are you providing? Like, what do you bring to the table?" I told. Yeah, I don't want to say too much.
No,
I told-
say it.
Say it to the providing part. Say it
because
again
we need
because
to
I
stop.
think that part is
Well,
important.
I won't say his name, but I told a younger friend of mine. When I say younger, I think he's early 30s, late 20s. He's like, "Dave, man, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that," and I said, "Man, you got to get your money right."
And that's real.
I said, "You have to."
Well, for yourself, how about that?
For-
It's
number
not
one, for
even for the
yourself.
woman. How about this?
Right.
If she's building, you building. If she got bread, you should have bread.
Mm-hmm.
If you basically want to be together, then you guys basically need to and want to evolve. There
Mm-hmm.
should be a need for us to take a vacation and not have to flinch about how we gonna do it.
Right.
There should be a time where we want to build a house and say, okay, well, let's buy a house, baby. You do this for saving this year. I'm gonna do this for savings, and we're gonna put this together.
But King-
Let's build.
But King,
Right.
you know what though? Men have way less requirements than women.
Yeah.
We good with 4 walls and a shack, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, a cot and some peanut butter and jelly.
That's when you by yourself.
We good.
But when you
Right.
inviting somebody in there, you need
He
room.
said peanut butter and jelly.
And that's what I was about to say, Nino.
They
like,
need sex
like,
too.
Like,
Right.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
now, hey, come on now,
On
don't
that
forget
shack
that.
on the
We can
break
talk
of
about
day.
that because that's
Pumping
important.
your lights out.
And I'm a
He nasty.
Scorpio,
So wait
and
a
I just had a
minute.
birthday.
So you mean
I ain't
someone
called daddy
you
for nothing.
flick-
You better.
The
My
love-
queen gonna call me daddy.
I think the love making takes trump over everything.
I
else.
guess so.
Yeah.
In that little
Wait,
steamy
so
little
love
shack
making takes trump over stability?
Right.
for guys.
For guys.
So we're talking about
Dang, Dave.
the hierarchy of needs.
Jesus, help us.
Y'all know Pavlov's dog, that whole thing where if you feed a dog meat, he's going to salivate. And then if you give him electrical stimulation while you feed him meat, he's going to salivate. Then you take the meat away, you just give him electrical stimulation, he's going to salivate. That's basically saying that we're animals when it comes down to it, and we have a hierarchy of needs. Okay? Men have a hierarchy of needs.
Okay.
I'm not going to speak for every man, and I'm not even going to rank them, but we must have respect. You got to respect us. We must have physical affection, which is touching and sex. It's important.
That's your language.
We need it.
Okay.
Okay? We must have camaraderie and friendship. And maybe our friendship with our wife is different from our friendship with our homies. But don't cut off our homies. Like, you cannot hang with your friends.
Oh, no, I don't
I'm
like
your
that.
friend.
Right.
Whoa,
Yeah.
hold on.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I need
That's
you to
controlling.
have friends.
Please go
we
with
need
that.
friendship.
Because
You know what-
I
you know
want
what
to be
else we
over here
need?
twinkling my
I
toes and not
definitely
worry
need
about what I got to
What
make
you
you for
need?
dinner right now.
We need
Go
a
with the
purpose.
homies.
We need a purpose. I've told
Yeah, I like
men.
that, Dave. You know what? You all right with me. I love your breakdown.
All right.
Tell
You
me
all
about
right
the
with me.
purpose.
We need a purpose. If you don't have a career, a job, a spiritual calling, some social purpose, if you meandering through life and you're like, I don't even know why I'm here, that's bad. That's a bad place. Don't marry
Yeah.
that. Don't marry that man.
Okay.
And ladies, you can't give him the purpose.
Right.
It comes from on high.
How about
You can't look at him and say,
Ladies, you cannot give him a
you're gonna
purpose.
be a project manager, and I'm gonna put you into that because I'm into that, and that's what you're gonna do.
But guess what? As
Don't worry.
women, we tend to do stuff
And that's
like
where
that.
you mess up.
And that's where we F up. We do that because we're looking at like, look, he got potential.
Right.
He's
Oh,
so
God,
smart.
potential.
He running this block like no other. I can get him to be ahead of this
toolbox
company.
and I'm ready to go to
And
work.
check this out,
and we
ladies. And
have
check
the
this out,
tendency
ladies.
to do
This is what I
that.
tell the
want
ladies
to
on my
do
show.
that, though.
I want
love
to make
doing
something
that.
clear.
I love helping my
We're
man.
nurturers. We do
I
that.
know,
kind
I
of
love to
I know,
help.
but look,
I'm a
ladies,
team
To a fault.
player.
But ladies, you got to use your power the
I'm
right
noticing
way.
that to a fault. I didn't fail too many
But
times.
ladies,
at that.
too.
My
ladies, you
God,
got to use your
today.
power the right way.
Talk to us,
Okay.
Dave.
All right,
Give
look.
us
Let us
give
know.
us the
Put us
real.
on.
Talk
Let me-
to
Put
us,
us
Dave.
on.
Tell
I'm
us what we need.
okay. I've made it clear.
Yeah.
I'm not misogynistic. I do not talk down on women. I don't.
That's
Now,
good.
if I say something hard or whatever, I'm just being honest, but I'm not being malicious.
Right.
All right. I also, hey, I'm gonna talk to the homies. Tell the look. All right. So look, I'm gonna tell the truth, y'all. Women, y'all got to choose better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You got to choose better. Because
I'm
guess
guilty
what?
of that. I'm
Because guess
guilty
what?
of
I
not
said
choosing
I said
right.
this last night. Women control. Can I curse on here?
You know, you could say the word itself, you know, in a cute way, or you could keep it nice.
Okay, I'll keep it nice. Women control the vagina gate.
Nice.
Men control the marriage
The
gate.
vajayjay.
The
The
vajayjay.
pretty.
Women control the punani. Ain't no punani happening if the woman doesn't authorize it.
We all got one. We all got it.
Men control the marriage gate.
Okay. Oh.
Ain't happening if you do it.
Come on, holla. at
Come on,
you.
honey.
You
That's
can't
big.
you
That's
can't
a
come up
big
to me
deal.
and say, "Will you marry me?" Because first of all, I'm not taking your last name. Second of all, I'm not wearing the skirt. And you got the pants on. Third of all, I'm not submitting under you. And don't get me wrong.
Come on.
You submit yourselves one to another in the fear of God. I'm not talking about dominating.
Right.
I'm talking about as the head of household. When it comes down to it,
Yeah.
and a criminal comes to that door, I'm not gonna look at you and say, "Baby, you got that."
Right.
Yes.
No, I'm stepping up.
Come on.
Right.
I may die.
Now
I'm stepping up.
Now
I love
that's
that.
but
See, that's a covering,
prime
though.
example of what a man is supposed to
Covering.
do versus what a woman is trying to
covering.
do.
Exactly.
She's trying to wear them shoes, and that's why I keep telling these women, listen, baby, we wearing them stilettos, and you should be wanting to rock those. Just period. Don't
Right.
try
We
to
don't
get in the
wear
men's
them,
shoes
like-
because it's not for us. I'm not saying for those who want to propose to their men. If that's what you want to do,
No, I
saying-
hate
I'm
it.
saying don't
we
do it.
talk about
Don't
that.
do it.
Not.
if that's what you want to do,
Right,
'cause I'm
yeah.
not gonna
If you
do
like
He's
it, I
gonna
love it.
say no.
But if you ask
Don't do
me,
that, ladies.
You're taking
My
the
God.
role of a man.
Yeah.
That's what the man is supposed to do.
Exactly, and you're
Because I'm
right.
telling you, if our house is getting robbed, Dave, I'm right with you because I'm looking at you like, baby, I'm
I'm right
behind
behind
you.
you.
But I got this
With
right
my-
here.
And I got my
Go.
piece, you got
Right.
yours, but
Exactly.
I'm never going to walk before you.
Right.
One-
And
Find
I
out
love
who
that,
the hell is
Kenya.
in our house.
I love that because some women think that they can walk. I got this. They so tough.
They
Sit
so
down, little
tough.
mama.
Those are women that pick those men that they know they can do that.
Hey,
to.
lifers, I gotta go.
But
Y'all,
why do
y'all,
you, but
Y'all
why
gotta
do you
subscribe.
want
I
to
can't
be
do
the
the whole
man?
thing.
Why do you want to take
I'll
out
see
the
y'all
trash
later.
and pump the
Subscribe.
And I guess that's
gas?
what he
There's
means
some
by
of those-
emasculating him or castrating
Does it
him.
make you feel better?
Some women, some of us, we get a little strong out there in these streets,
I mean,
and
not
you need to
me
set
and
set
Nino,
down.
but-
And you can be strong all by yourself, but when
No,
you
be
get
strong
him,
together.
when you get him, you guys got to be strong together, like
Right.
Kenya said.
I don't
But I
like
just
that.
I agree with that.
I love a man, and I love my baby to flex
But
his
Dave-
chest, honey.
and
I
Dave,
do.
sometimes it's like I'm
listening.
we always think we can fix them.
Yeah, that's the natural nurturing in us.
We got that handy
is the
fan. We got
problem.
that handy
Oh, we
fanny
can
pack.
change him. Oh, we could this. And,
Yeah.
and you said it so eloquently, we have to let him be the leader.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest and I'm going to say I didn't because there was some shit. I'm going to
Yeah.
say the word. There was some shit
Yeah.
happening in the marriage, that I did go there,
Yeah.
and say some things that was like,
Yeah.
Pretty effed up.
And
I think we're all guilty of
we
that.
we are. I
Yeah,
mean,
we
listen,
were.
y'all.
Getting
So-
that
so-
space.
No,
so
no,
go-
no, no,
We
no.
can't-
You can bring it in, Mama. Come on.
can't
Thank you,
always,
thank you, thank you, thank you.
know what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying?
Thank
Said
Time.
some
Thank you,
things
Mama.
that probably touched
Now,
the
damn it,
nerve.
Dave.
You know what I mean? But as the man, you know, you have to also play the part. And yes,
You do.
we do need to choose better,
You do.
wiser.
Dave, come
Well,
on.
okay, let's talk about that then, Dave, to your observant. I don't know in terms of what you've observed. What do you think?
Brown sugar bourbon, please.
The
He like
reason
brown sugar,
is?
baby.
Look at that brown
He
sugar.
gets
I
high
well,
on
let me
love.
let you get nice on your ice. Go
Yeah.
ahead, do your thing. Let me wait on it. I
I'm
could
I'm
wait.
so sorry. Go ahead.
No, I can wait. I want to make sure your drink is right.
Thank you. I let my followers know they're gonna have to see the rest of the episode. I shut it down.
Right.
Oh, it
Yeah, you
sounds
gotta
good,
come
baby.
to Sass in the
Stay
City.
tuned.
Come
But what
see
I wanted to
Sass in the
ask
City.
you was, what do you think nowadays? Because I do remember in the '90s we were pretty much firm on the selection of men, what we looked for, and the style and the income, and
Right.
you know the chemistry was just on point. We didn't have those issues, and those that were maybe struggling finding themselves, they were also with the mates that were on the same level.
Yeah.
They weren't mismatched.
Yeah.
So what do you think now in our 2000 and dating period? Why do you think the women who may be on different levels are choosing or dating down now?
That's a lot. I'm gonna tell you why. Women are dating down because men ain't stepping up. I'm just being honest. When I got married at 28, you know, I was in church. I was still in church, but I was
Thank
heavy
God
in
for
church.
Jesus.
Heavy in church.
Hallelujah.
Amen. And the devil tried it, and you failed. He tried it
Better
today.
tell
I got
him.
locked out of my house. I said, you know what? The devil is a liar.
He tried everything.
Knock the drink over. The devil is a liar.
What if
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
God telling you, doing little things to see how you was gonna push through? But anyway, that's a different topic.
I'm here, Lord. I'm on the side. Guess what? Hold on. Dave, life is on purpose. Oh, I'm here. I'm supposed to be here. When I got locked out of my house, when I spilled that drink, I said, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be here.
Okay.
And you are.
Amen.
All right.
Well,
Well,
you
let's
are.
go. Here we go.
And you are
Right.
welcome with
Boom,
open
pow.
arms.
Hey,
Dave.
I appreciate it. Sass in the city.
Yes.
Look, y'all, men are not stepping up.
Okay.
You know, men are not stepping up. When I was younger, I've always said that if I'm 27 and a woman is 20, well, let me go down a little bit. If I'm 21 and a woman's 21, she's normally more mature than me. She's normally more educational focused than me, and just more generally successful. Especially sisters. Sisters be knocking it out the box.
'Cause we the
and our
bomb.
Latinas, our black and our brown, be
We
knocking
are.
out the
They
box.
all right. Well, we the bomb.
But a lot of us young men, it takes us time to figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. Now you know that's true.
Yeah.
It takes us time. So y'all are already at a disadvantage because you're dating someone your age. He ain't your age. You're 5 years more mature than your age, and he's 5 years younger than his age.
That's even
Already.
in high school, right?
It's true. So
Already.
when you're 21, 22, you operating 26, 27 level. He operating at 18, 17.
Right.
He ain't acting like he's 21.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
I get that.
And Dave, just because of what you
Alright.
said, is that why men are not ready? Is that why they're marrying up, or sort of say leveling up?
Well, when
in
you
marriages?
yes, I'll say that because it's the baby boy thing too. When you're a young man coming from the hood, shout out to South Side of Chicago. When you're a young man coming up in the hood, if you don't have a strong mom, if you don't have a strong dad, number one, if you don't have a strong dad, you don't even know what it means to be a man.
Right.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
And women cannot teach a man how to be
That's
a man.
right. Amen.
Women
Facts.
cannot teach a man
Cannot.
how to be a man. As
Facts.
much as they try. And my mom, I love you. But thank God my father was in my life because I learned certain things that mommy
He
couldn't
couldn't
tell me.
teach you.
You see what I'm saying?
Because we don't know.
My uncles taught me things that mommy couldn't tell me. And my mom is amazing.
Yeah,
But
I
you know what I'm
get it.
saying? But you need that dad.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's that. Now, if you don't have a mother figure in your life, now you baby boy, you're growing up looking for mama. I
But
need-
what
I
if
need
you
mama.
do have a mother figure? She's just not fitting that bill.
Yeah,
She's
well,
not. That's you're gonna get
I
the
mean,
same
you can
result.
get the same result because listen, you could be too coddling to your young black man, and he don't know nothing about accountability, or you could be so hard on your young black man that he like, I don't want nobody like my mama, and that's I don't want to say that, but
That
it's
happens.
the truth.
I believe
Moms
that.
have such an influence on their sons, just like dads
Very
have such an influence on their daughters.
It's true.
And Dave, I want to say that women cannot teach a boy
Man.
how to be a man.
We
Correct.
can't.
And speaking of that, my brother Semaine, who I shout out.
Shout out.
Come on and sit down in
Come
here,
in
brother.
here. Come in
Sabain, bring your little tail in here, sir. You're
That
being
was
summoned.
Sabain. I ain't seen him in years.
You're being
Shout out to Man
summoned.
Stewart. He was my
Dave.
kid's coach.
Come on, have a seat, baby.
And coach these kids to college. Look at you.
Have a seat.
And I just want to say, thank God that he stepped up from uncle to dad.
Amen.
Yeah, he's
And my dad. I'm getting
Yes.
emotional.
I know. Amen. It's okay.
Oh,
It's all right.
That's a bomb to
My
have that in
Lord.
your
All right.
life.
I lost my
You know I'm
father
here for
Jesus.
5 years ago. So trust me, I get
But
it.
if it wasn't for them being in my son's life,
Amen.
It's the
he
wrong
wouldn't be the man he is today.
Jesus.
Amen.
And he's still my baby.
Of
That's
course,
right.
all
Still
day.
my baby.
Look, I'm
Don't make
49.
me cry.
I'm
Sheree.
49, and
So
I'm always gonna be
emotional today. I
my
feel
mother's
moved, too.
baby.
Jesus, help
Molly
us
Thomas.
all.
You know, I have to always remember I'm always gonna be my mom's baby.
Apologize for a second.
And so sometimes my mom, we got some tissue or a napkin.
Jesus.
Sometimes my mom, I have to remember, like something happened, and we were talking and stuff, and mom was like, she said, "Son, your words can cut. You have to watch your words." And I had to realize, y'all, and this is important. I don't want to miss this point.
Okay.
When I was a young man, like when I was 19, 20, 21, I liked older women because I was looking for mama energy.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because that's literally where I am in my life, the age that I am.
Yeah.
These 30-something-year-old guys,
Talk
they be
about
going
it.
hard. Listen, that may be another topic, but baby,
Listen.
you can't make them sit down like, baby, I got a son your age.
Where you think the
They
word?
don't care.
Where you
They
think the word
don't
milf?
care.
Where do
They
you think the
flex
word
even
milf
harder
came
when you
from?
tell them no.
Exactly.
Mom, I'd like to.
No.
Let me tell you, and they flex harder when you tell them no.
And
I'm
they
a-
got
hold
their
on,
paper
wait a minute.
together.
Hold
They got
on, wait.
money.
I'm
They
a-
got
I'm-
some money,
Hold
too.
on, wait.
They
No, they
got
no,
I'ma
they
say-
got their
Women.
stuff together.
Ooh,
No,
that's a
I
whole
don't know.
Marry me, a
I don't
young
know.
man.
I think this
You gonna go down
I'm go
in
down.
age.
I look, I'm going down in
You
age.
think-
I'm not mad at that.
I'm about to retire, so I need them benefits.
Shireen,
Hey,
I'm
listen,
not mad at
Stella,
you for
Stella
that.
did get her groove back. There's a
Yes,
place for
that's my
Stella.
baby.
I ain't mad. I ain't
Listen,
mad.
Jamaica, here
It
we
can
come.
happen.
Jamaica.
For Shereen.
Yeah.
So, but I want to say this to the young men that like older women. When I was 19, 21, I ain't gonna lie. I dated.
Here we go.
Y'all gotta watch.
Hey, listen,
Y'all gotta
we
watch
dated?
episode
No, we not
146
judging you.
from Chuck Taylor's shop last night.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna say too much, but I dated
not
a woman that danced for a living.
Okay.
A
She was-
stripper?
She was a
Yes.
stripper.
Okay, say that.
She.
What they
I was
call her,
21.
no, they
She's
call
an
them a
exotic
perfect
dancer.
Exotic
dancer.
You know, yeah. So a pole engineer. She's
Yeah,
a
there's a
Shout out to
there's a
them.
title.
Oh, a pole
engineer. Oh yeah.
I
She's
like
a creative
that.
consultant. She know all about
love
pole
it.
work. I date. Let me shut up. I dated someone that was 29, and then later
29 and an exotic pole.
And you were
expert.
21? Oh, you was ready. Don't worry
Wait,
about it.
hold on. I take that back. No, I take that back. Let me be honest. I was 19.
Oh.
She humped your lights out.
Let me tell you
Damn.
something.
You know
Let me tell
what?
you
So they showed you.
You know what? Ooh, I can say so much.
Say it.
Say it.
Just don't say her name.
Say it.
Can I say her stage name?
Yeah.
Yes. It's
Say it.
yes.
No, cause see, people be in my DMs. Okay, this is what I'm
Are
saying.
you tell it?
She worked at the Gold Club in Atlanta at the height of the Gold Club.
Girl, you know who you are.
Freaknik
You know-
Langdon something.
She
Put your
does know who
business out
she
there.
is.
Let me tell you something.
doubt.
As a matter of fact,
Freaknik.
I had just came to Christ, and I was so
Holy
tempted,
God.
and I ran.
Christ, and you
Don't laugh. Don't y'all laugh at me. I'm telling you, look at the
keeping it real.
production
He
team.
keeping it real 'cause that
I'm
was
keeping
his
it real.
idea.
Listen, there's somebody in the church right now. The next Kirk Franklin
right.
is dating a stripper.
You are absolutely right.
He's trying to get his life together, and I'm about to help that young man.
Help him do what?
Look, man.
And they gonna get married.
I had just given my life to Christ.
To a stripper.
Me and my ex-girlfriend broke up, and it just wasn't working. I was trying to find myself, and I found myself at the Gold Club.
Holy Ghost.
That's
Drinking on some brown.
Listen, I didn't drink. No, listen, I didn't drink. I didn't cuss. I didn't gamble. It was Jesus and strippers.
oh, you can't use that.
Hey, everybody has their
Listen,
little
that's raw and
Everybody
uncut.
has
He
their
keeping it
little- Everybody got
100.
their
He
thing.
keeping it
Everybody has
100.
their
Listen,
thing.
man, listen.
Nobody's
That's real.
judging.
I end up getting her number. Y'all want the story? How much
Yes.
time we got?
Tell the story.
We got about what? 15 more minutes. Nick?
Run it in 3
Yes.
minutes. You
Okay,
got
hurry
this.
up.
Run it.
You're a professional.
Short version.
Can we go over? I'll give a donation.
Go ahead. Oh, we like. Okay, let's go.
No, I'm serious. I'll give a donation. If we go over time, I got
Nick,
you.
what's the time like?
Let me know.
Go ahead, baby. If you want to let
Okay.
it be known.
Hey, Nick, if we got to go over, it's on me. Put on my tab, and I'm dead serious.
And I want to know the story because I want to know the
God,
trick
he
she
scared me.
found him.
Right?
He's scared. Listen, the rate just went up 5 seconds. He said, yeah, overtime rate.
All right, well, run it. Let us know what it is.
All right, look.
We heard that.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I'm at the Gold Club, and my homie was in the Navy. He came back from the Navy. I'm 19, and I'm like, man, I don't even come to these strip joints, man. I'm like, what is the purpose? And I'm like, man, look at all these white girls. I ain't into white girls. What's the purpose? And you know, my brothers and them and my homies, everybody, they throwing, and all the strippers, oh, hey, guy. And I'm just like, what is this? And I look up, and I see this light-skinned, long hair,
This silhouette thing.
hazel eyes,
Stallion.
Theme
like
music
this
is playing.
fluorescent green
There
top.
it is. Boom.
And I said,
Goddess.
oh, they got sisters in here?
Ooh.
Oh my God. And she looked at me and she was like, hey, I said, oh my God. I was like,
She was a goddess
Yeah.
from above.
So listen, they work in the floor. So they
Yeah.
in Atlanta, you get lap dances right there at your seat. It's not go to the back room.
I saw that one time.
In
I
Atlanta.
walked in, there was nothing but money on the floor.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So like she saw me, but she didn't get to me for an hour because she walking past customers.
She's doing her thing.
She's doing a thing. So she finally gets to me, and I said, "Where you been?" She said, "Well, I was trying to get to you, baby, but I thought you forgot about me. I thought you was what you like the snowflakes." I said, "That's them niggas. I saw you and locked in. You gotta remember, I'm trying to marry her. I'm thinking this is marriage. I'm like, God has sent me
Gonna
a
get her
grown
out
woman.
the club.
She's gonna get born again, and I'm gonna be with a stripper wife.
Oh my God.
Formerly, she's gonna be an evangelist, prophetess.
Babies.
Come
Get
on.
babies.
She got a
You already
testimony.
met
on,
her
man. Come
as
on.
a stripper, ready to convert her.
You
I'll be
saw
honest.
this.
stripper
I'll be
too,
honest. I wasn't trying to convert her, but
Housewife.
I wasn't trying to convert her, but I was,
housewife,
but I was
first
like,
lady.
I wasn't trying to convert her.
How we
Can
doing
you
that?
imagine?
Listen, I wasn't trying to convert her, but I was so into God that I was like, yo, God could fix it. I'm like, okay,
That's
she's
right.
a stripper.
And it's true.
Now we're going back to women trying to
I
fix
do
men.
believe
Okay.
that.
It's a message, right? So I end up dating her, you know, and we date for 6-7 months. And the first night it was like, you can't sleep in my room. All right, I'll sleep on the couch. Then it was like she slept in her room and left the bedroom open. She was like, well, the room's open if you got to go to the bathroom, but you can't come in here. I said, baby, I ain't worried about you. I'm good. And then the third weekend, she was like, well, you're not gonna come cuddle with me? Like, and I'm like, I thought I couldn't. And
She was
like,
a
and she was like-
professional.
She was like, I just love that schoolboy, that church. Like, she's like, I love that you don't want it. Like, you're so into God. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really trying to live the life. And she was like, well, come here, baby.
Look at Jezebel.
I'm gonna rub your hair.
Daddy. Daddy.
I ain't know nothing about daddy.
Remember that, like it was
Let me
yesterday.
tell you something. That's that reverse.
Let me tell you.
Sometimes reverse
Let me
curse.
tell
Listen,
you.
Jezebel
But that
was powerful.
was the reverse.
So the first time I was over there, you know, slept on the couch. The next time we actually slept on the couch together. The third time we slept in our bed. So one time we wake up and I open up the refrigerator. Classic stripper. She had nothing but condiments and juice. I said, you got mayonnaise, barbecue sauce, mustard, ketchup,
bread.
relish,
No bread.
peach juice, no eggs, no bread, no
Ham,
steak,
no
no
burger.
rice, no beans. I'm like,
Nothing to
"Hey."
complete the
So I
meal.
said, I said,
Wow.
baby, you ain't got no food. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. When daddy was baby. I'm sorry, baby. What you like to eat?
When daddy was
I said
baby.
this. I said, man, some fruit, some eggs, some bacon, some pancake. I'm like, some food. And she
Well,
was
she
like,
wasn't
she
feeding no
said this,
men. That's what she wasn't doing.
right? So she was like, okay, we go to Denny's. So whatever. The next time I came over, she calls me. She's like, well, what you doing? I said, baby, I got finals. She was like, you're not gonna come see me this weekend?
When y'all start humping?
I was like, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I was like,
During
like,
finals,
I said, baby, I
She
said,
said,
baby,
give me the short version.
I said, baby, I got
running.
finals. And so she's like, just come over after you finish studying, and you know, you can go home tomorrow. I miss you. Man, yo, I came over. We went to the Gold Club. We went to the 112. All right. She knew everybody.
Well,
Now I'm a young college kid. I'm dressing decent. She was like, they were like, oh, hey, girl. She snapping fingers, walking. And they were like, hey,
Running the
hey,
show.
hold on, sir. No, it's for her. And she was like, no, he's with me. And they're like, oh, okay, player. Okay, young
But see,
man.
that's her world. And that's what
I
she
did not know what
exposed
I was
you
getting
to,
into.
and you were exposed.
Yeah.
She
She
went
was
everywhere.
You
Listen,
was Winston.
I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. A nigga is sitting
For
over there
real.
coming back with a drink. And I walked up and I said, excuse me. And she was like, hey, my man is here. Thank you for the drink, but my man is here. I said, what's up with the drink? She said, baby, I don't want to get into no fights. Niggas come up, okay, yeah, buy me a drink, but I'm with someone. I told her
Dave,
59
when
times
did you hump her?
that night?
that night.
Oh,
night.
that was the night.
That night. So here's what happened.
So all I want to know is was she converted or not?
She's living for the Lord.
Did you
you
convert
save her?
Did
stripper?
Jezebel lay her burdens
Did
down by
y'all
the
step foot
riverside?
in your church and everybody embraced
Look,
her? Did
This
you-
she
No,
accept the
no, I'm
Lord
gonna tell you what
Jesus.
happened.
The
I
angels
want
know.
you to
No,
wait.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
tell
open a
you.
couple
I'm gonna tell you what
ministries
happened. I'm
when
gonna
I
tell you
wanna
what
know.
happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Brother David took the pussy down. Brother
He said
David.
the P down.
I'm sorry. To
The JJ.
The JJ. You see me rubbing that?
Yeah, you reminiscing the purr.
So okay, look. So listen. We take it down. I take it down, and it's nighttime, right? Take it down, and the next morning I get up, right, and she said, "Baby, you hungry?" And I said, "I am." She said, "Look in the refrigerator." I open the refrigerator. Steaks,
What?
eggs, potatoes. Boom, 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 boom. I
That's
said,
when you know she liked it.
"Hey, listen to me."
That's when you
That's
know.
when I said,
Young,
a
young.
woman
Like
will
If
take
they
care
shop-
of
if
a
they
man.
shop
I
for
said
you,
one
they
thing.
like
I
you.
said, "Baby, you ain't got no food. What you like?" I just threw something out there. Everything, fruit, everything.
Right.
You're in there.
So look, I start cooking. I like to cook breakfast.
Okay.
So I get up, I start cooking
That's
breakfast.
nice.
She comes in, she said, "Oh, you cooking for me?" And she was on me. She was like, "I love your just on me."
Just
Okay?
groaning on you. Poor baby.
Now here's where Dave realized
Dave,
what he
Dave,
like and don't like.
I love a
Ooh,
man.
okay.
Oh, tell me about it.
I'm gonna tell you. So first of all, she walked in there with a cigarette in her mouth.
Ooh, here we go.
And I said,
No.
no.
That's one habit.
I said,
That
no,
is
I don't
a
like
bad
those
one.
cigarettes.
I don't
So
do
I'm
smokers,
I'm
sorry.
I'm cooking, right? And she's doing stuff. So I come behind her to kind of like give her a hug. She fine, 5'10", like
I'm
thick.
sure she was.
Man, I come up behind her. I don't know nothing about weed, y'all. I'm 19. I don't know nothing about it. I go to hug her and I'm looking in the back of her head and I'm like, why I look like somebody tied something?
Because we got a damn weed, Dave.
But see, you was a little close to the kitchen, bro.
I was like,
You just
yeah, because I be up in the
close
kitchen.
to
I'm
the
a kitchen grabber. I get up in the kitchen.
But you can't get all your hands up in
No,
there.
I do that.
Unless you ready to go. Know what you about to do.
See,
it's all good.
See, I'm not. I don't want. Let me
but
shut
if
up.
it ain't,
Don't shut up. Go.
Okay.
We not gonna beat you up, but
let
you
me
will
tell you
get
something.
fought in
I
the
had a
street.
birthday a week ago. Somebody
Happy
gave me a
birthday.
birthday gift, and the reason she gave me the gift, she said, "I like the way you put my hair in a ponytail without a scrunchie."
This nigga's a professional.
Yeah, I'm all. I said
you
kitchen.
Kevin
I
Gates
said.
in it,
She said, "You like ponytails?" I said, "Let me show you."
Boom.
She said, "Not in the club, Daddy."
Daddy Dave.
Zaddy
Rini
Dave.
is on that
Daddy
thing.
Dave.
Well, Lord Jesus.
How did she
Okay,
say that?
so
Now let me check. You'll get me in trouble.
let's circle back.
So no. So the stripper never got saved.
Got it.
But here's what happened.
had to let her
But here's what
Damn.
happened.
He said never
The,
got saved.
the next time I came over, now she's letting loose, right? Now she's letting loose. We
She probably
talking.
got her claws
She's
in
inviting me in the bed. It's like I'm her dude,
I know
right? I'm a
she
young
in
boy.
love.
Man, she looking at me and she talking to me and she said, "Yeah, baby, blah 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 blah," and pulled her. She took her eyelashes off. Hold on.
Comfortable.
Then she started wiping off all the makeup, right?
Uh-huh.
Then when she was putting the
Oh,
hair up,
She
and I
was a
noticed.
bald-headed chicken.
Stop, Dave. I don't want to hear no more.
No, I'm just telling you
Don't
that.
you tell me she turned into a
No,
man.
she wasn't a man.
Don't make me hop after
She
you.
was a
wasn't a man.
boy.
But
I
as a-
don't want to hear this.
But as a 19-year-old, I didn't know
Right.
what women do.
To get to look
You know,
that fabulous.
and no offense to the strippers, but some of the strippers in the 90s ain't rocking like they rocking today. Like people didn't know how to do their hair and they
the weed.
So I'm seeing I'm behind the veil and I'm like,
church boy.
that's not her hair.
What? It's a
No,
show.
These are her
David.
eyelashes.
No. It's a show. It's entertainment.
I'm
it's
a-
a fantasy. It's a facade, and
And
that's
she
what
sold it to you.
Nino, I'm gonna tell y'all when I
a
fell off
show.
the wagon. When I went to lay down next to her and I laid on her head.
She took her leg off.
No, I laid on her head, and the boob
tell you
the
something.
boob job was
You
so
better run.
the boobs were so firm. I was like,
Oh, so she can't have a boob job
Got a
either?
kink in your neck?
David.
let me tell y'all something. Listen, I need somebody
Hurry
with
up.
real hair,
Okay.
real eyebrows,
Come on.
real lashes,
All right.
This
edges.
is on your list?
Edges?
Yes, you gotta have edges.
Damn it, David.
Yes.
You making it hard.
I got edges.
27, 28
I
years.
got edges.
that means
You
that
gotta have them
everybody-
too.
this is- we are
I got
done.
a question.
We don't qualify for you.
What
We're done.
27-year-old
why I
you
get in
gonna
trouble.
find?
Thank you. This is
and
what
go,
you
yo,
look
10
at.
baby.
I'ma tell
that
you.
ain't got eyelashes,
Come on.
Hair.
edges,
Come on,
hair,
come on.
real titties.
Come on, submissive.
And
right?
submissive.
Like to call her man daddy, all that. In the church, but she a freak in the bed. I'm going to tell you where you find her.
Where?
It is that natural chick that was raised by her mom, whose parents been together 50 years. Like, this is how you take care of a
Where's
man.
she at?
You're not doing all the
Yeah,
extra.
where's she?
Listen,
She is in North Carolina as a librarian. She ain't here, honey. She is not here.
and guess what?
Not in LA.
And I'm not.
Hey, you might be right.
She deserves a man like this, but that's the only
Los
place she
Angeles
gonna
may not
find.
have her. You're
And
right.
that's the north
but
side.
I'm gonna say this. But I'm gonna
Down
say this.
in the north.
Understand me?
Delight yourself in the Lord. He'll give you the desires of your heart.
Yes, I
Guess
will.
why I'm on y'all show? Somebody out there gonna say, him right there, Jesus.
But Dave,
That means she picking and not you.
We already said she picking the Punani gate, and I'm picking the marriage gate. See, you gotta pick me before I pick you. You gotta choose me, and that's why I keep telling y'all,
Oh,
y'all
now you
choosing
talking about
wrong.
something else.
Stop choosing these men that ain't on your level. I know we only got a few minutes.
Yep.
Stop choosing men that's not on your level, ladies.
Okay.
Now, some of us in our 40s, we already chose okay, but I'm talking to the young ladies. Stop choosing men that ain't on your level.
Okay.
And for the ladies that are in my age bracket, if you with a man and he not on your level and it ain't working, don't feel shame about it not working out. Move
Okay,
on.
real quick, Dave, I love you. Real quick, what's not on your level means what?
Let's start here. If he's not making the money you're making, don't do it.
Okay, one.
If you making 6 figures and he making 4 or 5, no.
No?
Leave him alone.
So I can't marry young, is what you're telling me.
No, he can be young and
No,
successful.
young
If
guys
he's
are
successful,
popping right
if he
now.
no, if he's young and successful, whether he's educated
Your
and he's
benefit
building
provider's
his
still out
career,
there, don't
or
you?
he's an
Okay.
entrepreneur and his products hit,
You got him.
it ain't the youth. That's not the problem.
It's the maturity.
It's the maturity.
There it is.
Brittany,
So-
you can have a young guy.
I
Just-
told her
Yes,
benefit
okay.
manager.
Okay.
Don't.
You
You can listen to him, but you can.
But
Your
I'm
young
not-
guys is ready.
At 52 and about to be 53, I might need the youngin' because the old man is probably
Well, go
already.
get the young and that's successful that wants the older woman. Okay. All right, now, look, I told
But let
y'all.
me tell you,
before.
on the
They
pause,
out there.
Find them at.
when you
They
do
out there.
find the youngin, you got to be just as young to handle that youngin. I'm just saying.
I
though.
can handle
We
you
women.
got to keep
Yeah,
your vitamins
'cause I'm-
on
'cause
point.
I'm-
Always
Women.
got the wop. We always
Thank
Hold
got
on.
the wop.
They gotta worry about their situation
All
dying
I'm
down.
saying is,
Shireen,
keep
Shireen,
it-
I'm sorry,
keep
Shireen.
it- Keep it
Shireen,
exciting.
you got the wop, but you don't always have the energy.
Sit.
Listen, I'm not
That's
gonna
the
front.
part I'm
as,
talking
as a
about.
49-year-old man, sometimes we take herbal supplements. We do what we gotta do to make sure we're ready for y'all.
I'm happy about that.
Well, Marcy said something.
Marcy, I don't know who you dealing with.
A lot of you
I mean-
men are taking supplements. Let's be real about
hold on,
it.
listen,
A
listen.
lot of
Hold on, look. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Wait,
Hold on.
wait.
Remember I said how do you know
Blue
enough
pill
is
or
enough?
purple pill?
Remember we said how you know enough is enough, don't emasculate?
Yeah.
Marcy just threw a dart. I said sometimes.
Oh, Marcy don't play. Marcy ain't playing out here.
What they on
I'm telling
Viagra, the youngins?
Girl, and at
There's
some point they
a
said
lot of
Viagra
stuff.
stopped
Hold on,
working.
let Marcy finish. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
What
Marcy.
was I saying?
What pills
Some
are
of
they
the
taking
old
is what I
they
want to
taking
know.
supplements.
They are.
What are they taking, Marcy?
There's natural, and then they're taking the Viagra
chemical,
and
yeah.
whatever else.
I heard there's a pill that's magical. Men are just basically
Is that the V
like
pill?
3 days
So
straight.
they really ain't got the
Then they-
energy
then
if
they
take
looking
it.
No,
dumb.
pill is
no,
that?
hold
Though?
slow
Give
down.
me the pill. What,
What
pill,
pill
is that?
is
What
that?
is that?
What pill
Jermaine,
is that?
what pill
Come
is it?
on.
Yeah.
Semaine is over there very
You in
very
your
stout.
30s? You in your 30s? Oh, you're young man looking young.
What
Okay.
is the pill that they're sexing for 3 days? What is it now?
So it's called Blue Chew.
He said it's called Blue
Blue
Chew.
Chew.
He said it's called Blue Chew.
Guys,
Speak-
it's something called
Speaking
Blue
to the mic.
Chew.
Speaking to the mic. He said it's called Blue Chew.
It's called Blue Chew, and if you look up the comedian guy Big Jai,
Yeah, Big Jai.
Yes.
he's on.
He
YouTube.
always
he's
promote-
huge on Blue.
yeah.
He promotes it.
Is it natural or is that chemical like a Viagra?
No,
type
it's like a Viagra. It's 3 different types. He promotes it. It's huge.
Okay.
Okay.
I
But it's-
heard about
but
it.
it's
Hold
not,
on. Doing
it's
that.
not something that just. It's not a pill that you take because you have no stamina.
Right.
It's a
It's when you
pill-
want to have that extra.
It's one of those ones where you trying to break her back.
Okay, look, let me tell you. Hold
Yeah,
on.
you
hold
wanted
on.
to come back.
Let me tell y'all something,
Yeah, that's
ladies.
what
Let me
it
tell
is.
y'all something.
That's what
Okay,
it
well,
is.
thank you,
As
Semaine.
a
Thank you for
as a-
sharing,
as a-
Semaine. We
as a
appreciate
young
that.
man-
Blue Chew, every ladies.
As a
Remember
young
Blue
man
Chew.
at 17, I was a serious problem.
Yeah, most
I'm
of them
6'2",
are.
265. I was 6'1", 155. I was all third leg.
Somebody's
What? And listen, and my girlfriend in college, God bless you. You the prototype. I talked about you yesterday, prototype. I can't say your name because you married, but you know you the prototype. And you know I will always love you. We went through a lot as young people. I learned a lot in that relationship.
Got it.
What I'm saying is, when you're young, you can recover in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It's just when you get into your 30s, you're like, okay, I'm recovering in about a minute,
Now
but
in
I'm
your
recovering.
40s. Now in
You're
your
in
40s.
your 40s, and it's like, wait a minute, I had a couple drinks. Hey, baby, I need you to do it.
Tomorrow.
I need you to kiss it a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Are you providing that one-hit wonder?
Come on, man. But I want to say
all
this.
you got?
There's nothing wrong with taking an herbal supplement. People can take herbal supplements. There's nothing wrong with chemical supplements like sildenafil, Blue Chew,
mean,
Viagra.
don't die on
Right?
me.
That's the chemical name of Viagra,
Please.
sildenafil.
Okay, I understand.
Nothing wrong with it. Okay, nothing wrong with it.
no,
And
man,
I'm gonna
okay.
say this to the ladies. You actually want your man to be able to satisfy you. So if there's a safe way for him to get the extra, ain't nothing wrong with it. You should never look down on your man, especially if you're over 40. Don't look down on your man because he took some herbal stuff. If they have herbal stuff that can help a woman, whether it's, you know,
Where is it?
they got stuff out there. I
don't need it.
They have some gels, some
But
cream.
it's okay.
But they have,
What you
but,
gel,
but we're not just
natural
talking-
things.
we're not
But I
just-
don't need
but
that.
listen,
I don't know. I'm sure they do,
women
but I
can do
don't think-
Kegels. Women can do
We don't-
Kegels for
no, we-
tightness.
That's gonna make us tight.
Women can do
need
Kegels for
anything,
tightness. They have different
the
types of supplements you can take for wetness that'll
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
They have suppositories and lubes and stuff that you can take. That's natural. Nobody getting mad at nobody for none of that. What we're talking about is you go marry a young man and you're like, I'm gonna be your mama and I got the mama energy, baby. I'm gonna take care of you. And then he want to go 8 times a day, and you like, get off me.
I'm
It's like,
tight.
well, you chose him. So that's all. That's all we're saying.
That's
we're
where
saying
I
if
would
you're
not
gonna
say
choose.
that. Choosing us.
If you're gonna choose
not
young,
say
so look,
get
if
off
I choose a young woman,
Just let
she
me
might want to
know.
be at the bar 2-3 nights a week.
Okay.
She might want to go hang at the spot. She might want to go smoke. And if I'm gonna marry a young woman, I gotta say, hey, look, I'll do that with you a little bit, but I'm gonna be doing this over here. I need you to come with me. It's a balance. That's all I'm saying.
But
we really
going
shouldn't
back
want people to not.
Be who
Be
they,
who they
are.
are.
Right. So now going back to you wanting to be with a younger woman, there are some things that come with that. And so it's a mentality.
I agree.
And then they're exposed to like this. We're all exposed to it, but social media and whatever's trending at the moment. So these young ladies, they are really, really focused on if they're dating older men,
Right.
that they want you to have a certain financial background. They want you to have what they see in these guys throwing.
But
if you don't have that, they disrespecting you. They feeling like he ain't got it. They're so
if you
what
broke,
comes with
just
that
say
is
that.
Right.
If you broke, just what?
Right.
If you broke, just say but
Disrespectful.
okay, so
So
scenario,
I don't-
you
so I
get a
don't wanna buy
younger
you a
woman and you in
$1,500
there,
ticket, but I'm broke because I don't want to buy you a $1,500.
but that don't
ticket.
mean you can't afford it. But in their
No,
mind,
that's what I'm saying. The
'cause you're not
emasculation.
throwing it.
I'm
Crying
going back
broke.
to the emasculation. The women accuse you if you don't want to be a sugar daddy or a steak daddy. They
And pay
accuse
for
you.
you.
Oh, you broke. It's like no, baby. Maybe I just don't want to do that.
That's what
Maybe-
comes along with. Unfortunately, that's what comes along with these younger women. They're exposed to something different. Not because they've experienced it. It's because they're watching on social media other
So, Nino,
young ladies experiencing. They're like, well, I can have that too.
So let me jump in.
And that's what I want.
So let me jump in. Here is the problem. These young women are not being taught the right way.
Hello, somebody.
Just like the young men. I'm not so listen, I'm
Both ways.
gonna go both ways. The men are not being taught how to be men. They walking around here with their pants sagging. They talking effeminate. They're acting like women. They're literally acting like women. Girl, all,
I
nigga,
agree.
if you don't grow a pair.
They
You
don't
know what
have
I'm saying?
them.
So the young men are acting like women. And then the young women, not only are some of them acting like men, I don't need no man. I'm a boss bitch.
Roles
I'm
are
gonna do this.
reversing.
My mom took
Roles
care of it.
are
I don't
really
need.
reversing.
And
Are
look, it's
you a
nothing wrong.
bitch?
It's nothing wrong. Right. It's nothing wrong with being a boss bitch when you have to. But when you find a man, you got to turn it off. The problem is
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
our
I
sisters
agree.
are having a hard time turning it off.
Yes.
And it ain't their fault. It's because we ain't stepping up.
We can be
Then-
that way in the career field. I get it. But
You-
when
you
we
tracking?
get home,
When
we
we
should
go
be able to
home,
switch gears.
But
Yeah.
see, and then we're not helping y'all because we're not on y'all level. So you Oprah and you dating the blue collar man. Nothing wrong with the blue collar man. But if you're Oprah, date Tyler Perry. I'm just saying somebody
Right.
at the finance.
I get it.
I'm just- you know what I'm saying?
Or,
I get it.
Or have
Maybe-
the understanding where the money doesn't matter when it comes to your relationship. If he's not bringing as much money in, but you guys have a chemistry that's like undeniable because you guys make money together. I love the way Candy Burgess and her man
Okay.
come together.
Yeah.
Now Todd, true enough, was a producer, independent work, did his own thing.
Right,
Her
but-
bread superseded him 3
Yeah,
times.
yeah.
However, when they came together,
Yeah.
they
It was a
brainstormed
force
and
to be
made
reckoned
more.
But they were in
with.
similar
But
industries.
they made businesses together. They brainstormed together. They had ideas they developed together.
Yeah.
So I'm not tripping on my baby
Right.
making less than me. If
And
you
that's-
have ambition and a dream and a vision,
And that should be known.
I'ma work
like
with
that.
you.
That should be on your social media
sure.
dating app. That should be
sure.
on your
If
calling
you have
card.
one.
Right.
no,
You-
I don't have to advertise it because it's not for everybody to know. But
no,
if
I
I
understand.
meet
But you know what I mean. When
and
you
I-
talk
and
to
you and
him,
I talk,
whoever he is,
yes.
he should understand it. That's
Yes,
what I'm
he
saying.
would.
Right? Because you don't advertise everybody.
And
That's
don't
right.
be taking this guy's like, oh, okay, that's what she wanted, and fake the funk
Yeah, 'cause
in
we
front
not-
of her,
yeah.
and then
But
later
no,
on
you
she
know,
got to
no,
find out
I-
that she got to
you know
hurt
we
you.
gotta be. We can be definitely
Decipher
grown.
the
We know how to
bullshit.
decipher the
So,
BS.
so
We've
what I
been
was
up
saying,
around this
Yeah.
block
so what I was
so
saying
Sometimes we
was
tend
long.
to
people
ignore
like
it,
Candy
but
and
we know
others-
it's there.
We still single, Shania.
That means unmarried.
What you think?
That-
We are
that-
straight single. We know the BS now. Come
Oh,
on.
we
Yeah,
getting
we can
deep.
see
You're not single till you're married.
You're ooh.
Okay,
So
speak on that.
are,
then.
are
You
we
brought
are
it
we
up.
in a
Talk about
relationship
it.
and we're
Speak on it.
single? We're single in a
minute, what did you say,
relationship.
He said
All I'm
God ain't
saying
gonna
is-
We
let
are
you marry.
single.
In God's eyes, you ain't married until you ain't.
You're
not.
still
You're
single.
single till you married.
brown.
Yeah.
That's the brown. That's that brown.
Bro,
Well,
you
let me
want
do
some
this.
brown?
Let me do this because we gotta go. We're gonna wrap up. I just
God.
want to know if we can all put in on our last notes comments that you would like to say on when it times to break up, or when it comes time to exit. What would you say to the viewers that are watching from home? What would you advise?
Can I go last?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh,
What would be your view? Your take
on
for when it's time
When
to
it's time to
leave?
exit.
like I said earlier, when my character starts to be different, when I start to look at you, disrespect you, and then I question myself.
Mm-hmm.
When I question myself, like, what am I doing? Who am I? I'm with this
When
guy.
you act outside of your
How
character.
I feel empty. You can't be with someone and feel empty. I'm gonna have to walk out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
I
There it
respect
is.
that.
Well,
Right.
for me, I think if you are in a relationship and you really have tried to do the work, that's all I'm saying. If you really, really love that person and you know you really could see yourself being with that person, then I feel like do the work. If you've done the work and you've prayed about it together and you see that you want the same thing, fight for it. If you don't and you really feel it's off balance or the reciprocation's not there, then I feel that you need to self-reflect. Know that you're important and you matter and get you together and wait for God to provide your partner.
For me, I just think it's about happiness. You know, everybody has their level of tolerance of what they're going to tolerate in any relationship, man,
Period.
woman.
Right.
You know, when your enough is enough, then you going to know enough is enough. For me, it was enough. You know, I found, solace in writing in the journal, which is called, entitled Bittersweet, because it was bitter in the beginning and sweet at the end. So I just say peace is important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not pieces. How about that?
Right. PEA.
that's big.
CE.
How about that?
Still.
Right. For me, it's when the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone away. But on a serious note, I'm still there. I'm at that crossroad, and I'm trying to figure it out, if that's fair to say. Because when you love somebody and you know they love you, they may not be operating to what you expect them to because you're putting an expectation on that thing.
Right.
So now you gotta kind of figure it out, and that's where I am. I'm
Right.
trying to figure it out, if that's fair to say.
Yeah.
That is.
When do you know it's over? As a man, you know it's over when she's emasculating you. As a man, you know it's over when she's disrespecting you. As a man, you know it's over when she doesn't need you. Spiritually, that we talking spiritual, right?
Okay.
Like, I don't need no man. Oh, well then why am I here?
Come on.
Oh, as a man, you know it's over when you no longer have a purpose.
Ooh, baby, I need you, and you have a purpose.
What am I here for?
Right.
Ooh,
Right?
that's real.
I'm gonna tell you one more thing. You know it's over when you don't have the support. See, if she doesn't support your dreams or believe in your dreams, she's faking the funk. And then you meet a woman who absolutely supports your dreams, you're gonna be like, why am I with this? Now, your marriage is one thing, but I'm saying if you're dating around and you're dating one person that could care less about your dream and goes, And then
It's all
ano-
about me.
and
I'm
then,
doing
and,
me.
then, and then another person says, you know, I love when you do this. You're so talented. How can I help you? You know what? I'm your biggest fan.
There it
I'm
is,
watching right now.
How about
I'm in the
that?
studio. I'm, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, baby, you really here? Yeah. What
That's
you
like
talking about?
that's a
Thing, baby.
confirmation.
Man, let me tell you
Yeah.
That's
something.
a confirmation.
When you
It is.
realize
It
that
is
she
big
really
confirmation.
doesn't support your dream, it's over. When you realize that your dream and your passion is a threat to her, it's over.
That's big.
That's real good.
You really need, I just can't explain it any better, but ladies, your power is nurturing and you're the queen mother. Why do we need the queen mother? We need the guidance, we need the intuition, we need the nurturing, we need the affection, we need the comfort. I used to say, I didn't marry a man. I don't need you to be my nigga.
Come on.
I don't need it. You my friend, but you're not my homie. I'm cool. I got homies. I need you to be everything that I don't get outside of the household. You see what I'm saying? And here's the other thing. We need you to be our sex pot. And I say it like that, sex pot.
that's funny you said
we
that.
need you to be so enthusiastic about having sex with us because we feel that way about you. Because let me tell you something. Biblically, if I need a back rub, I can go to the massage parlor. If I need my back cracked, I can go to the chiropractor. If I need to talk to someone, I can talk to a therapist. If I need a drink, I can go to the bartender. If I just want to see some titties and nothing touch me, I can go to the strip club.
Okay.
But if I want to enter the land of milk and honey,
You're
Say
right.
that.
Talk about
if I
it.
want to experience
Well,
the good, if I want to become one with someone's soul, there's only one person I can do that with, my
Right.
spouse.
You better.
But
And
then,
when you
Talk
and when
about
you
it.
take and when you take that from me, and then you got Tanya Hi-Fi up in the front of the church.
Tanya, hi.
You know you got
Who
sister
at?
girl at the. Hey, Daddy, I know you got I watch your show, and I know you got a hoodie, and I bought your hoodie, and you know if I was in
Tanya
LA, you wouldn't have had no
She's
dry
always
birthday, and
waiting around, Tanya.
always ready.
but can I say I'm a
And you
role
know what? And she
player,
started
like,
looking
I
good
can
when home ain't
role play
fulfilling.
very
Right.
well.
Oh,
Right.
Come
so
on,
we
ladies.
gotta
All
fulfill
right.
the
Well,
whole. Thank you,
Thank
Jay.
you so much for that.
Yes,
And no, but
thank you.
Thank you,
but
Dave.
we really appreciate it, and
Yes.
I do believe that we don't pretty much have problems in the attention of men's game. I think all of us are loving, all of us are lovable. We role play, we do those things. But I thank you for that.
Yes.
We appreciate you visiting.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for
I
having
want
me.
y'all to
can
bring me
viewers follow
back.
you? One more time.
Oh, of
Plug,
course.
plug, real quick.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook at Dave Life TV. Dave Life TV. And my podcast is # Dave Life After Dark. Dave Life
Awesome.
After Dark.
We
Thanks,
love it.
pleasure.
We love
Thank
it.
you for being
Yeah.
on.
Daddy, Dave.
Yes.
For watching,
Awesomeness.
keep watching
Yes.
Sass in the City.
Stay sassy, baby.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for watching Sass in the City. Be sure to share, subscribe, and sass with us. We'll see you next week.